Today we're going to take a break from my Symmetra videos and me talking to myself while playing Morrowind to talk about the situation here that has occurred on the top of my head, which is grey hair that I decided to do because I'm a spontaneous person. And like, this is totally a video that's completely out of my comfort zone because I have absolutely no interest and I'm not at all like a beauty vlogger or a professional hair person or anything. I'm not really like much of anything on YouTube. I'm just, I don't know what I even am. And on top of that, sitting in front of a camera like this at all in any context is something that I'm really bad at. It's like, I don't even know, like I have absolutely no skills at talking to a camera. Even if I have a script, even if I know exactly what I'm gonna say, I talk too fast and I like make too many hand movements and everything is really incoherent, and I also can't speak English, and like it's all just terrible. But I still wanted to make a video talking about this for just like one specific reason, which is when I decided to do this like hair thing that I wanted to do from completely all natural brown hair that I had before, was that when I decided to do it, I had to like go to the internet, as you do, and look up information, as you do, on how to do it, because the internet is full of information, and the internet is full of like beauty gurus and like beauty vloggers and like beauty bloggers and like all kinds of people who know exactly what they're talking about and who are really good at talking to a camera. So I went there to see if any of them had any information that could at all be helpful to my journey from brown hair to grey hair, from all natural hair, and let me tell you, there are absolutely no one who has that information. Not that I could find. If anyone knows of anyone who's done this before with all natural hair, I would like to talk to them and be like, why were you hiding your video from me? Because the only thing I could find when I looked up on the internet was people doing it from already dyed hair, or people who already had blonde hair, or people who had black hair, and people failing completely, and people like pussying out halfway through, or people like all kinds of weird things that like was not at all relevant to my natural hair. So now that I have done this, I thought I could be that person. I could be that person to fill that gap in this type of like video and be the person who's done this from all natural hair, so that if there's anyone else out there who wants to do it from all natural hair, they can watch this really terrible video and they can be like, aha, you can do it, and now I'm gonna do it too, and we can all be grey haired and it's all gonna be fantastic. Okay, so I have recorded video through this entire process, but I'm not gonna show like the entire like 45-minute video of me bleaching my hair because that's gonna be really boring. So I'll put like little clips in of it and like tell you about what I did, because that is the most informational way to do it, I think. The first thing I did, as you can probably guess, was bleach my hair. And when I was younger, I used to do all kinds of crazy things to my hair, but I had all natural, like fairly long brown hair before I started. And when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I used to dye my hair like a lot. I pretty much had permanently dyed hair from the age of like 14 to like 21 or something. So I used to do that a lot when I was younger. And I have a blog entry that I've written about that I'll link in the description for anyone interested in like a history lesson of my hair, so that you know what I've been through, like the journey that we have all taken together, I don't know. And I've never had any allergic reactions to bleach. I've never, or like bleach or hair dye or anything like that. I have never like reacted negatively to anything like that on my skin or on my scalp or in my hair, except for, you know, bleach damaging your hair, but you can't really avoid that. But the first time I bleached my hair this time, I got an allergic reaction on my ears, and it started like the next day. I might put a picture in if I can find one, because I think I took one. It got like really sore at the top here, and the next day after that the skin started like flaking off the way it does when you're sunburned, which, you know, makes sense because these are chemicals we're talking about. So like it's like a peroxide burn, which means that like you should probably stop putting chemicals on your skin because you are getting burns from it, and that's a really bad thing that you shouldn't be getting, and it means you should not do things. But I'm so clever that I was just like, fuck that, I'm just gonna continue doing it, because my scalp was absolutely fine. I had absolutely no problems with my scalp, which is the thing that protects my skull, which protects my brain. And I was like, since there's nothing happening there, I'm just gonna, you know, continue. But yeah, so I bleached it once, And I was gonna be like all structured and shit, so I ordered bleach on the internet. I used the brand Depend, which is a Swedish brand. They cost in Sweden 89 kronies per pack, and each pack is 100 milliliters, so altogether those 300 milliliters, not 3 milliliters, that would be ridiculous. 300 milliliters altogether, 89 kronies per pack, and I'm not gonna do the math what that is altogether, but I'm gonna like look this up on the internet and write on the screen like some type of like more international price so that people who don't know Swedish kronies can like understand how much I paid for it. So I used, I got 3 packs. And I remember from back in the day when I used to dye my hair a lot that like 1 pack, maybe 2, if it was like something really crazy, was enough for my hair. But what I didn't take into account was that my hair is quite a bit longer now than it was when I was a teenager, and also a lot thicker, and also bleach has to be like all covering. There's no room for error. If you miss some parts, you're gonna look like a complete idiot. So I did not take that into consideration, which is clever. So I started like really like, you know, really structured. I separated my hair into 3 parts. I was gonna do it all nice and like, you know, systematic. And then I did the bottom part, and then I did the middle part, and then like I was getting to the top part, and I'd already used like 2 and a little bit, so I only had 1 pack left, and I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm gonna have to use all 3 packs. And then like the rest of my, like the top layer of my hair was up in like in a giant bun at the top of my head. And I mixed the last pack and was like, okay, we only have this bit left. And I thought there wasn't that much. But then I took that hair down and it was like a giant amount of hair. And I was just like, oh my fucking shitting, I can't believe this. Cotton balls, all kinds of swear words in Norwegian about this. And I was just like, shit, fuck, oh my god. Do I have to beep this out? Are you allowed to swear this much on YouTube? Whatever, you get the point. I was swearing like crazy because I was like, this is the day I'm gonna have to shave my hair, my head, and like not have any hair, or I'm gonna look like a total complete idiot with like bleached hair on the bottom and like brown splotchy hair on the top, and I'm not gonna be able to leave the house and everything's gonna be terrible. So I was having like a legit panic attack in the middle of like bleaching my hair. I was just like, actual panic attack. And because I'm that kind of person, I'm gonna put a little clip of that in this video so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about when I had like a mental breakdown. Because I'm that kind of person, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm all about the real experience here. Har någon i det hele tatt noen anelse om hvor mye jeg hater meg selv akkurat nå? Jeg for faen tror jeg tar livet av meg selv etter det her. Jeg går bare og henger meg. So the moral of that story is make sure you absolutely have enough bleach. Whatever kind of bleach you're buying and whatever kind of hair you have, make sure you have enough, because you are gonna end up looking like an idiot if you do what I did. And like, it was fine. I did have enough to cover all my hair, and my hair turned like blonde, fairly yellow, but I did the bleach the first time at half strength, so I don't know what else to expect, really. It turned quite yellow, but at least it was not splotchy, because I'd managed to have enough bleach to cover my entire hair. But for a second there, that was fucking terrifying. So I realized because it doesn't turn light enough that I had to bleach it again. So I ordered another round of bleach, another 3 packs, and because of the burn I got on my ear, I had to like wait. And like, can I just say again that if you have an allergic reaction and a chemical burn from peroxide, please do not dye your hair, because it's dangerous. Just because I'm an idiot doesn't mean that you have to be an idiot. Just don't do what I did. Not like everything was fine for me, like this story has a happy ending, nothing bad happened the second time, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be responsible for anyone burning their scalp off, if you know what I mean. So I went for the second round of bleach. I did that a week after the first, and my ears had healed, and this time I was clever enough to get like some kitchen like saran wrap or whatever and cover my ears so that I wouldn't have the same reaction in case my ears did the same thing again. So I covered them in plastic, and then I did the second round of bleach on full strength. And after the first round, my roots were fairly white, so I was trying to avoid them, but being the massive turd that I am, I did not like avoid them completely. So after the second round of bleach, my hair was fairly white. It still had like a yellow shimmer. And I also used purple shampoo right after the second round of bleach, which is the one that's in the background right there. It's like the L'Oreal Gloss Silver something or other. I'm gonna write it on the screen. So that probably helped a little bit with the yellowness, but even after that it was like almost completely white. It was really, really blonde, and like pretty much what I would need to achieve this, because I'd watched quite a lot of videos on how to achieve this. And this isn't perfect, and I think it will need quite a lot of upkeep, but how I did it was the next day I had already bought Nila, which is another Swedish brand, like a color bomb, like a color fresh, non-permanent like hair treatment thing with color pigment in it. So I got black and pearl silver and mixed it together, like about 1/4 black, 3/4 pearl silver, like mixed in a bowl, and then I stirred it around. As you do. I don't know why I felt the need to specify that. Whatever. And then I covered my entire hair in it. And then like some of the parts that were more like yellow or whatever than the others or whatever, or maybe it just, I don't know, but some of them turned, as you can see, a little bit lighter, and some of them a little bit had a slight yellow shimmer, and some of them still do. So afterwards, after I'd covered my entire hair in it, I went in another time. I did this on dry hair, by the way. Some people say do it on wet hair. I did it on dry hair. I don't know if that makes a massive difference, but I did it on dry hair anyway, and then rinsed it out. But then when I went back to go over it and like fix the things, like because I had one, for example, a giant streak right here that was fairly yellow. I went back in to like fix some of it. Then the second time I mixed the black with just normal like conditioner that you have in your shower. And that worked the exact same way. So I would say if you're gonna do this way, there is absolutely no point, I don't think, unless you're gonna use the pearl silver on its own. If you want to get grey hair like this, or like, you know, not super light, unless you have white hair from before, I would say there's absolutely no point in buying the pearl silver to mix it with, because mixing it with conditioner did literally the exact same thing. So that's basically just a waste of money. Unless you're going to use the pearl silver on its own. But yeah, so this was the result of what I did. It still has some streaks that are like that, but I kind of like it because I think it adds like a whole new dimension. like the Twilight Zone to the thing. And I think, like, did I say that at the beginning? I think this hair in general is going to need quite a lot of upkeep anyway to like keep it this color. I don't think, because it's obviously non-permanent, it's going to wash out at some point. It's going to need quite a lot of upkeep to keep the colour even-ish. But I have a massive amount of the black Maria Nila colour bomb left. And like, I have really long hair, but I have like probably over half the bottle left. So if I need to do upkeep like once a week or once every other week, I think that bottle will last me about fucking, I don't know, mathematician here, but like at least 6 months. So... or maybe not, because, and also Maria Nila is on sale right now, so I might buy another one. I don't know. What else? I think that's pretty much it. That was everything well covered, unlike my grey hair dye, which isn't as well covered, but it will do, because I'm not a perfectionist and I don't care. I just know that it's possible, and next time I can do better and it'll just be more covering. But at least now I've filled that gap that I wanted to fill in the YouTube world. I'm so bad at this. I hate my life. I'm so crap talking to a camera. I'm just gonna end the video because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm so terrible at this. I just talk like and I never stop. I clap my hands and I don't know. Vlogging has never been my forte and I probably never will. So at least you can rejoice in the fact that I'll probably never make another video like this because I just don't know how to do it. But if you found this video because you wanted to do something like this from normal brown hair to grey or whatever, I hope you found this video informative. I hope I covered everything that I wanted to cover. I hope you enjoyed my mental breakdown. And I hope to see you in the future, maybe. Maybe one day you can come to my birthday party and we can hold hands and be happy together. So, that's nice. You know, for someone who watches as many vlogs as I do, you'd think I'd have more skills at doing it, but I really just don't. This is why I will never be like a good YouTuber, because I don't even know what I'm doing. I think I do much better when I just talk to myself. Oh my god! I just made this entire video and I hadn't pressed record. I fucking hate my life. Ugh.